everyone, welcome to my video on how to make bulk ATC cards. It's Justine and today is my birthday. I am doing a little contest in collaboration with So Susie Stamps where I'm giving away half of my ATC cards here on my YouTube channel for commenting and half over at our So Susie Stamps group where we're having a little contest for my birthday. So I'll link to that Facebook group below in the description if you're interested. Now I've done ATC cards in the past and I've had a lot of requests to do more videos on them. I'll link to a previous post below in the description where you can actually download a cutting guide for ATCs, and I also have the backings for the ATCs. That's a printable download for you as well, all for free, so be sure to check those out. So to make my bulk ATC cards, I am stamping with the Imagine stamp from So Susie Stamps, and I'm stamping that in Memento black ink. I'm using Stampin' Up! Whisper white cardstock, and I'm going to be using 4 different colors of So Susie Stamp ink bites to create this card. I have it kind of marked off on my grid paper where I am going to stamp on using my MISTI, and the reason why I'm not sticking my paper in the corner, I mean I could for this sentiment or for this part, but the reason why is because later I'm going to be stamping an off of my ATC card and it just wouldn't work. So I'm creating 10 of these here. I'm obviously going to speed through the other 9 so you don't get bored, and I'm just placing it in the same place every time. I have it marked off with my pen in the 4 little corners there with a black pen. And I'm just inking up my stamp each time and stamping. It really makes things quick and easy with the MISTI. And I really like the Stampin' Up! Whisper white cardstock for this technique because the ink bites, the ink color from So Susie, works best with Stampin' Up! Whisper white cardstock as well as Express It paper. Now this is why I'm not sticking my card sort of in the corner like traditional MISTI stamping goes, because I'm stamping off of the cardstock, and I am going to be stamping this flower stamp here from So Susie Stamps. All the supplies and stamps I'll have linked to below in the description as well as on my blog if you're interested at all in any of these stamps. So I'm stamping in Bumblebee Breeze ink from So Susie Stamps in the bottom left-hand corner of these ATCs. And as you can see, it goes quick and easy with the MISTI. Although I do have my video obviously sped up, I do not work this quickly, although I wish I could. You'll be able to see all 10 cards and just how easy it is to create. The next step I wanted to do is I wanted to take a little bit of a darker shade this time. So I decided to use the orange color So Susie Stamps called Playful Pumpkin, and I'm going to be using another flower stamp that came out this month to do that. And so I'm going to be stamping on the bottom in the center this time, and I'm just going to speed you up for time purposes as well. So you just know that I am stamping 10 of these in a row, and I'm not going to make you watch all 10 of these at the same time just because I think that's going to get a little dull after a little while, so I am going to cut you off at some point as I'm doing this. So I'm just grabbing a variety of the floral stamps that were released this April, and I'm stamping in Playful Pumpkin once again in the top left-hand corner this time. And I'm going to do all 10 of my ATCs just like this. I'm really enjoying this flower border, and you can make endless amounts of color combinations. I know Susie did an envelope and card recently with the pinks and purples, which is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm using the yellows and oranges. There's just kind of endless possibilities as to the color palette that you can use to create these ATCs. Now I did want to end this last one also with the floral stamp, and so you can see that with these April floral stamps there's outlines and then there's solid flowers, and they are both the same flower, so they're really actually quite versatile as far as stamping goes. I'm going to be stamping in a yellow shade of ink, and this one is I believe mango marmalade, and then I'm stamping in the top right hand corner this time just to finish it off. And I thought what better color would work to back these ATC cards than black cardstock. I think that would stand out the most as far as these cards are concerned. So after I was finished that and I cleaned up all my stamps, I had all 10 of my cards here ready to go. So I think they absolutely look stunning on their own, but they would look even better against a black backdrop. So I'm going to be mounting these here. These panels, these white panels, measure 2 1/4 by 3 1/4, and my black panels here measure 3 1/4 by 3.5 by 2.5. So it's going to create a nice 1/4 inch border all the way along the side. So I'm just going to back each and every one of these with the black panel. Now that I'm all finished with these 10 cards here, I'm just going to flip them over onto the backs, and I'm going to add my ATC printables. Now these I have available as a free download over on my blog. I had one in a light blue color for previous ATCs, and I have this one which is in sort of an orange, yellow, and black themed that you can print out if you're copying these. That would get a really nice color palette to match the front of the card or the front of the ATC. So I'm just gluing these here onto the back of the black panels. Now each one of these has artist trading card by, my name, my blog, the title, the date, and then it's 1 of 10, 2 of 10, depending on which one. So you have them as sort of collector's items, or you can trade them amongst fellow crafters. So that's the end of my ATC bulk cards. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a little something about making in bulk as well as ATC cards. Don't forget to check out the free downloads over on my blog. I'll have that linked to below in the video description. You can click up at the top there to visit my blog, over on the right to subscribe to my YouTube channel, or you can check out another So Susie video by clicking on the moving video you see. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and don't forget to comment below for a chance to win.